Nation this week. Our issues: U.S. foreign policy, Bosnia, China, and Iraq topping the list this Sunday morning. Our guest, the man who heads the negotiations in the former Yugoslavia, Assistant Secretary of State for European and Canadian Affairs, Richard Holbrooke. And the former National Security Advisor to President George Bush, Brent Scott.
Hear from UN Ambassador Madeleine Albright, who will head the U.S. delegation to the conference. From Senator Dianne Feinstein, who carried a personal message from the president to Beijing just before Wu was released.
25th anniversary of a woman's right to vote. We will hear from the first female vice presidential candidate of a major party, Geraldine Ferraro, on Meet the Press in 1984. Seems so long. Joining me in the questioning today, Robert Novak of the Chicago Sun-Times and Doyle McManus of the Los Angeles. And now we go to Secretary Richard Holbrooke. Mr. Secretary, we thank you for being with us. We realize you're going to hop on a plane later today, and by way of saying that, let me get into our first question. It comes from the editorial page of the Washington Post today. It concerns the plan in your briefcase en route to Paris, and it says, quote, "This is not a plan to be proud of. It is what the American government has concluded is the best and most that can be achieved." Is that accurate? Why and why not? And let's talk about the plan.
Brian, it's good to be with you. I haven't read the editorial yet, but I'm not going to say that it's a definitive plan. It is a series of proposals we are pushing with the Bosnians, the Serbs, and the Croats. I'm going back to Paris with our reconstituted team tonight. After we see President Izetbegovic in Paris, we're going on to Belgrade for what I think could be potentially decisive talks with President Milosevic, and then we'll see where we are.
What about the Serbs?
Right. You're making things better. A message from Budweiser.
Clinton goes to China and Labor Day in America. First, we'll talk with the man who's been in charge of the NATO bombing of Bosnia, Admiral Leighton Smith. Is bombing about to begin again? To what end? Then we'll go to our NBC correspondents on the ground for live updates. Keith Miller in Belgrade and Tom Aspel in Sarajevo. Then we'll move to China, where we'll talk with NBC's Diana Bishop about growing tensions with the Chinese government as Hillary Clinton prepares to attend the UN Conference for Women this week in Beijing. Then we'll turn home.
Welcome to Computer Coach, and I'm your computer coach this afternoon, Gary Ray. Yes, we're on live at just about 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and I always do like to remind you of that, because if you have any questions about any of the products which we're featuring on today's show, I would love to answer those questions for you. If I can. Hopefully I can. We have several brand new products here on the show for you today. And without further delay, let us go to our first item on the show. And this is a computer which is right here next to me. It's from Packard Bell, yes. And this is a Pentium computer, 75 megahertz. That's right, 75 megahertz. What's that refer to? Well, that's clock speed. Very, very fast computer with an SVGA monitor. And that, of course, is the Super Video Graphics Array. Best video computer monitor that you can get in the industry. This is item number E13118, and you'll also get the free Windows 95 upgrade. Speaking of Windows 95, we've got this how-to book for Windows 95. If you have the upgrade already, or if you're someone who's planning to get the upgrade soon, I recommend this book. It's only $19.90, and it is item number E13251. And also, the other brand new item on our show is from Brother. It is the Brother Laser Multifunction Center. This not only is a printer, but it's also a fax machine and a copy machine that allows you to make reductions and enlargements. And this is a very, very state-of-the-art, high-tech machine that is easy to use. Wait until you see the quality of the copies. I'm going to copy a photograph for you a little later, and it just comes out practically perfect. And keep in mind that because of that quality, you can also fax photos and receive photos right at home. That's from Brother. Well, we're talking about computers on the show today, and here it is. This is from Packard Bell. Packard Bell, by the way, is the #1 selling retail brand. It has been for the past 4 years. Yes, that is true. And the one we have here right now, we've just started selling this here at Q2 since last weekend. And it's already been a big hit on our shows. It has the Pentium Intel chip, that's right, 75 megahertz. That's the clock speed. It's very, very fast. And let me tell you one other thing about this computer. When you talk about an Intel Pentium chip, did you know that the Intel Pentium chips have a little fan? That's right, little microchip that has a fan going the whole time. That is amazing. Also, this has the SVGA monitor. And once again, that refers to Super Video Graphics Array. You might have heard a lot of these buzzwords in the past and not known what they stand for, but that SVGA is Super Video Graphics Array. Fantastic graphics. You will see in a second here. Now, why don't we immediately show you some features and benefits of the system. And if you have a VCR at home, put it on record. Tape right onto a tape, and you'll actually have this. You can review it later. And all right, we're going to go to this in a little while, all right, in a second. But when I actually put it on record now, don't waste any time. Here's the monitor. You also get the speakers. Can you see these two speakers? They're actually mounted right onto the monitor. And what's the advantage of that? Well, first of all, desk space. It's not going to take up a lot of desk space and counter space. You've got those speakers there. And by the way, these will give you great sound. They have the SRS sound retrieval system, which actually gives you the surround sound effect. And then the computer itself down here, of course, CD-ROM drive, and you have a 3.5 drive for your floppy disks. Now let me open it up. There's a CD-ROM. Yes, you got to have that motorized drawer, keyboard, and you get a mouse also. Now, not only will you get your free Windows 95 upgrade, which is about a $100 value if you went out to the store to get it, but you also will get $1,800 worth of software. 30 titles that are already on the computer hard drive when it comes to you. 30 titles. So you don't have to worry about loading them on here, booting them up. They'll be on the hard drive already. 30 separate titles. You'll also get 11 different CD-ROMs. And they're CD-ROMs that are for kids. They're CD-ROMs that are for you, that'll help you do home projects around the house, that are actually, there's one that's from the Mayo Clinic that'll help you actually find out what's the matter if someone's not feeling good or any skin disorder. There's also encyclopedia, Encarta Encyclopedia. And you know what? First of all, computers. Let's talk about them for 1 second. I mean, you know, you've heard the expression getting online, surfing on the net, on the web, surfing the web. Well, have you had an opportunity to get on the web yet? This allows you to get on the web. You'll get 20 free hours on Prodigy, 10 free hours on CompuServe, and 10 free hours on America Online. And you don't have to do any hooking up. This has a modem already installed. Just turn the computer on, plug your telephone jack in here, and press the icon that refers to those online services. It'll automatically dial out for you. By the way, these days, children, if you have any children in your family or in your household, you have to really get them on a computer as soon as possible. Because in today's day and age, you really have to be confident in front of the computer. You have to have computer savvy. And if you ordered this, you know, you ordered this for your kids would know in 2 weeks how to use this, inside and out, and then they could teach you how to use that. All right? Keep that in mind. This is great. Great for school. There's an encyclopedia CD-ROM in here that is amazing. Now, as soon as we have those graphics on all the features, we're going to go to that, and I'm going to show you that. In the meantime, take a look at this. This is the Navigator, and we've got that up right there on the monitor. That's the Navigator. What is Navigator? Navigator is tremendous. This is a graphic user interface that allows you to organize and launch any one of your programs. That's right, any one of your programs. I love this navigator. If you're someone who doesn't want to use Windows, don't worry, you don't have to. You can go right to Navigator, and it basically simplifies your usage of personal computer and of Windows. And if you haven't used a computer much in the past. Now, let me just show you how this works. Here is the cursor. And as I move the cursor around, you can see that right down here on the bottom of your screen. It shows, if I double click on that, I'll have access to CD-ROM player. If I come up here, access to the MIDI sound player. Over here, you also have access to the DAT tape player. See that? Fax machine functions over here. Can you get rid of these graphics for a second? Because there's a lot of great stuff down here on the table that I'd like to show everybody. And, oh, look at that. You can open that up, and when you do that, you can see, tells you how to register your Packard Bell. So if you don't like Windows, if you don't feel really confident with Windows, you can use the Navigator, which is tremendous. By the way, you can also use this. This is the info guide, and I can double click on that, and you see that? I can bring that anywhere around here, and watch this.
The Packard Bell fax machine lets you quickly send faxes or view faxes you've received.
How about that? The machine actually talks to you. It will talk to you. How about this? Come over here, and here's a different room. This is the software room. I'll double click on that. We'll go over the software room and take a look. All right? Here's the software room. Here are some of the titles, just like the covers of the packages. This is our productivity software that comes loaded on the hard drive. Double click here. Here's the reference learning. These are CD-ROMs, Encarta, Reference Library, Guinness, Sports Illustrated 95. Entertainment, all these games plus more. Look at that, Journeyman Project. Children's Corner. That's right, they all come along with it. Communications tools, Prodigy, Microsoft. And how about software accessories? All right here. If you want to find out what they refer to, just take the cursor across, and on the bottom of the screen, you have a full explanation. This is the Navigator. That's what you've been looking at here. And Navigator actually is set up just like your living room, like your home. Makes it easy for you to get around. Look at this. Prodigy, you want to go to Prodigy Online, America Online, do it. That's how easy it is. Internet news groups, all that simple. I love this. And then up top here, look at this. You have some icons that you can go to anytime. First one here refers to the MIDI controller. This will get you directly to Windows, and I'm going to do that in a second here, show you how to do that. Also, password. You can actually secure any program and any file so that only you will have access to it. Yes, great for personal files. Electronic manuals. Now, you know what that refers to? In the past, you've had to have manuals with your computer. Well, now it's all right in here. It's in the computer. If you want to take a look at a manual, all you do is click that little icon. You immediately go to it. And then manual, all you do is click that little icon. You immediately go to it. And then also there's some other icons. There's an icon here at the end which shows you what programs you have running. Now what I'd like to do is let's take a look at some of the features that we have graphically displayed for you, and take a look at this because it is amazing. Intel Pentium 75 megahertz processor, and of course we're referring to the clock speed of 75 megahertz, very fast. 8 megabyte high-speed RAM, upgradable to 72. And by the way, this has an Intel zip socket so that you can actually upgrade this yourself. But if you don't feel confident about that, you can have a technician do it. 1.2 gigabyte hard drive. Memory, memory, memory. As long as you save anything you're working on onto the hard drive, boy, you can just put on loads and loads. 1.2 gigabyte hard drive. It has the floppy disk, very important. Also quad speed CD-ROM. Always have to have that for all your CD-ROMs these days. 1 megabyte video memory, upgradable to 2. MPEG, full motion video playback of CD movies and games. Yes, and I tell you, you know what else? You could actually hook up a VCR to this particular system. Yes, you could, and watch films over it. That's something incredible. By the way, MPEG, what does it stand for? Motion Picture Expects Group. That's right, and it works with compression to get you the best resolution possible on video. SVGA video resolution, advanced power management, so when you're not using the computer, it'll automatically shut the hard drive off. 16-bit SRS, 3D amphitheater sound, stereo sound. Now, SRS, tell you what, that stands for sound retrieval system, and that'll give you the surround sound effect. Also, it has a fax modem installed right in the computer. It has answering machine system. That's right, fully duplex speakerphone. So you can actually talk to someone on the line through your speakers with your system. Amazing. Free your hands up. Also keyboard, also 2-button mouse, 4 expansion slots, and that is very important because you can connect scanners, great for you gamers, and any other peripherals that you'd like to set up with this. Look at this. 1 PCI slot, 1 shared slot, and 2 ISA slots. And you know what? I mean, that's something that you shouldn't concern yourself with. Only it tells you the simple fact that this will not become obsolete in the near future. You could actually hook up another hard drive if you wanted to at any time. Yes, you could. Ports include a serial port, also parallel mount VGA ports for all you gamers, so you can always hook up any type of peripherals. And also the PCI local bus. Now, here's some of the software. $1,800 worth of software. Packard Bell Navigator, which is what I've been showing you here a second ago. That is the graphic user interface that it makes using it very easy and simplified. Microsoft Windows for work groups. So if you want to hook up to a network, you can do that. MS-DOS. And this is also designed for Windows 95. Why? Because you'll get the free Windows 95 upgrade. And online services. You'll get 10 hours free on America Online, 20 hours free on Prodigy, and 10 hours free on CompuServe. And come on, get online. Surf the web if you want. Now is the time to do it. And also Packard Bell Internet Access if you want that. Some more software. Microsoft Works, Money, Action, Design Pack, great financial planning software. FaxWorks, so you can actually send a fax from any program, any file in this computer. And you can also receive faxes right over the phone lines onto the screen. All right, you don't even need a fax machine. Space, WordPerfect, of course, very popular word processing software. Look at that Quattro Pro, also for word groups, so you can hook that up to a network. Look at this. These are some of the CD-ROMs. Microsoft Encarta. This is the most up-to-date CD-ROM encyclopedia I have ever seen. Great for students of any age, whether they're in grammar school, high school, even if they're in graduate school. Even if you're not in school, you would really enjoy this. Also, Mindscape Complete Reference Library, Guinness Multimedia Disc of Records, and this is a 1995 version of the Guinness CD-ROM. And wait until you see this one. I'm going to show that to you in a second. Sports Illustrated 1995, Almanac, yes, that's in here too. Entertainment for all ages, you have the Entertainment Pack. Reader's Digest, Crossword CD-ROM, yeah, helps you do some crossword puzzles. Journeyman Project, Turbo, also Silent Steel, which is an interactive CD-ROM game. And I'm going to show you the quality of that video. That is incredible. Also, now these are fantastic. This is something for the whole family, something for you to do some, well, if you need to do a little research, you need a reference guide. Mayo Clinic, of course, is like having a medical reference book. Also, Home Time Weekend Home Projects shows you with little videotapes how to change plumbing, how to change a framing on doors, windows, flooring, wallpaper, all types of home projects. Better Homes and Gardens, Healthy Cooking, great cookbook for you to have. Yes, no doubt about that. And that is a CD-ROM also. And for children, First Encyclopedia, Spider-Man Toonland, Kid Space, great CD-ROM games for kids. You need to start them off early on the computer so they have confidence when they are in front of a computer. And, oh yeah, service and support, very important. You'll get 1 year limited warranty with this computer, but if you want, you can extend it to 3 years. That's right. And that 1 year includes on-site service for your home or office, wherever you may have this computer. And you'll also get free hardware technical support by phone. So all you have to do is dial them up, at Packard Bell, and they will actually be able to tell you, you know, if you're having any problems, they'll be able to troubleshoot your computer right over the phone lines. Now, $1,800 worth of software. That's right, $1,800, which is preloaded on the hard drive, but you'll also get CD-ROMs, 11 different CD-ROMs. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to Windows, and we'll access our CD-ROMs from Windows. Yeah, let's exit that. Now, here's Windows. You've seen it before. This is still the 3.1 version, but you will get the Windows 95 upgrade free with this computer. All right, let me show you this one, and that is the Weekend Home Projects. I was really impressed when I saw this, and I thought that, boy, if I had this when I did some of the work around my house, my life would have been a lot easier. Believe me, it's great for anybody of any age. It's like having a library of videos that show you exactly how to do a lot of home improvements, so to speak, around the house and home projects. And watch this when the menu comes up. All right, look at this. Weekend Home Projects. This is what we have to choose from right here on your screen. We've got, look at that, ceramic tiling, plumbing, framing, windows, doors, wirings, lighting. Now, by the way, let me just, let's see, which one should we go to? How about down here at the bottom, let's go to right here, plumbing. Let me just double click on that. And watch this. We will actually be able to view a videotape that'll show us how to...
The first step in setting a toilet is to prepare the closet flange. Slit the bolts into the slots with washers and nuts, and then anchor them down. Then tap out the flange's protective plug. This unseals the drain line.
Now, I'm stopping that for a minute because setting a toilet, what are our other choices here? Connecting a sink, installing a garbage disposal, connecting a dishwasher. How about that? You don't have to hire a contractor to do that. How about connecting a bathtub drain? Amazing. Let's go here. Let's see about connecting a dishwasher.
Now, with this unit, we needed to get it in place and get it all leveled and secured before we can make any connections. First, I feed this flexible drain hose through a hole in the side of the cabinet.
I take the hose, put a hose clamp over the end of it.
Now, I mean, if you really need to know how to do this, then I recommend that you get this computer with, of course, the CD-ROM. Let me go to the main menu. Let's go back to the main menu for a second. So plumbing, framing, how about wiring and lighting? That's something that you could probably do at home if you had the right reference sources.
Many people are confused by the wiring in their homes. It's hidden inside the walls, and it's a puzzling tangle of cables and boxes. But here are the basics of what happens inside those cables.
The hot wire brings the current out from the source.
How about that? Basics about wiring your home. How about this? Installing track lighting.
It's possible to install new track lighting on an existing ceiling. Position it so that it will hit the object you want to light at about a 30-degree angle.
Now, I'm stopping it right there. Now, this is the subject we're talking about, installing track lighting. Now, if I want to get tips on that, I can just, well, we've got those graphics, and way down here below these graphics, we've got more choices. Tips, the tools that you'd be using. Let me immediately just double-click on tools, right, which is right here, and materials. Let's see what tools we'd need to do that. Testing devices for that. Look at that. Shows you exactly what you'd need. It shows you amazing. How about materials? Wire, cables. I love this. Do your own home improvements. Save yourself money. You don't have to go out there and hire a contractor, electrician, a plumber to do these things. I love this. Now, I'm going to go out of this for a second and show you another one of the CD-ROMs. Let's go right over to, let's take a look at one of the, how about Encarta? Let's do that. And that is the 1995 CD-ROM Encyclopedia. This is one of the most comprehensive CD-ROMs I have ever seen in my life. This has so much information. Let's go right to Encarta. Right here in Windows, you've got icons already installed for every CD-ROM and every piece of software that's in here. We're going to load Encarta right now and take a look at it. This truly is amazing. There we go. Packard Bell, the #1 selling retail brand for the last 4 years. We've got one of their latest models right here for you.
Let there be justice for all. Let there be peace for all.
It's one small step for man.
You don't understand. Willie was a salesman.
How about that? Started off with the voice, of course, of Nelson Mandela. Now, let's see here. I'm going to go directly to features. See that? Look at that. Move that around. Get different features. All right? Atlas, Media Gallery, Timeline, Mind Maze. Now, Mind Maze is a great, well, I wouldn't call it trivia. It's really information and knowledge game. That's what it is. And if you want to test your knowledge, play Mind Maze, pardon me. Let's go to Media Gallery for a second. And let's take a look. Let me show you how this works. Okay, media, let's go. Here are our choices, every icon. Pictures, let's take a look. Go here, double click. We've got 6,055, right here it tells you underneath, 6,055 different pictures to choose from, right underneath that little graphic, which is in the way. All right, now if you want to check out maps, all right, watch this. Down here, you've got 475 different maps, and they're all listed here. All right, isn't that great? How about, let's take a look at videos. Whoa, we've got about 29 different videos, and actually, let's take a look at one of them right now. How about coming down here? Let's see. Oh, how about this? Mississippi River flood, recent happening, recent current event.
I've seen everything in the last few years. This is the worst.
It has been a catastrophe in slow motion. Floods swamping some 7,000 homes and forcing more than 31,000 people to evacuate. For many, the disaster would be followed by economic ruin.
Isn't that amazing? Now, if you want to get an article up on that, all you have to do is click the article icon. This is amazing. And back to that, let's go to sounds for a minute, okay? How many different sounds do we have? We'll take a look right here. 899 different sounds, from music from around the world to animal sounds to speeches by famous people. Look at that. Just go right down here. What if you want to hear Bartok Concerto? What if you'd like to actually hear, let's say, a Bahamian anthem? Amazing. What if you want to hear actually Bill Clinton talking? You've heard of him, haven't you?
Our democracy must be not only the envy of the world, but the engine of our own renewal.
How about that? Now that is Encarta. This is a great tool for anybody of any age. That's right, it is a tremendous learning tool. You can also do research papers with it. Now what I want to do is show you the 1995 Guinness Book of Records. And this is a CD-ROM. Also, I'm loading it right now. This is truly amazing. This is fun for the entire family. Believe me, it is. Double click right there on the icon. It's loading up, and wait until you see this in action. You also have videos with this, also records. Alrighty, and here we're loading it, the CD-ROM coming right up. And look at this. You've got records if you want, word search. You can look at movies. Amazing. I truly love this in every way. This, of course, is Guinness. When you take a look at some of the options on this, you are... look at that. Now, let's take a look at movies, which are right down here. Okay, this is the topic index. And let's see, human beings. All I have to do is go to there, and let's go to movies. Let's view. Okay, pictures. Now what's earliest humans? I love this particular 1995 version of this great CD-ROM. Records, photos, you've got it all in here. And let's just go on to this for a second. I don't think we have enough time to show you much more of the Guinness. We've just got about a minute left. So let me just recap what we've been talking about. This is a Packard Bell 1995 75 megahertz computer. Now this is a Pentium chip, 75 megahertz, which means that it is fast, very, very fast. Also comes with the SVGA monitor, and you'll get great graphics every time, as you saw from those videos that we showed you with the home improvement CD-ROM and from the Encarta Encyclopedia. You can also actually hook up a VCR and watch your own videos over this monitor. Yes, you can. Amazing. You'll also get the free Windows 95. It comes with $1,800 worth of software and 30 titles that are actually already loaded on the hard drive. You don't have to do any loading whatsoever. They're on there. Get it home, plug it in, turn it on. Very, very easy setup. It'll take you about 15 minutes to set up because all the cords and cables are color-coded. Tremendous. And don't forget, 11 CD-ROMs in all. It's item number E13118 for the Packard Bell Pentium 75 megahertz computer. And if you've been looking for a printer, we've got one here that is quiet and is very, very fast. It is the Brother Laser printer. It is available on Easy Pay, 4 easy payments of $124.98. Now this has a 1 megabyte of memory expandable to 2. And what makes this so special is that this printer, which is item number E8724, allows you to print on a variety of paper stocks and sizes. So this is like having a print shop right in your own home. Yes, it is. A print shop right in your own home. And, well, you might be saying, well, what do you mean by that? Well, let me tell you what I mean. First of all, you know, when you go to a print shop, you want to have business cards printed. Maybe you want to have some flyers, some business tools printed, like pamphlets or, you know, brochures. Well, with this particular printer, you can do all of that. You can print. You can actually print your own business cards. You can print your own brochures. You can also print tri-form brochures, legal size documents, 3x5. You can print on transparencies, laser label sheets, and on envelopes. And this also comes with the ClickBook software, which is about a $70 to $80 value retail. And ClickBook software, what is it? What's it good for? Well, if you do have your own business at home and you would like to have some promotional tools, like some pamphlets, like brochures, that allows you to choose from 18 different formats to print on, 18 different business tools that you can actually print with it. That's tremendous. Also, this has a straight paper path. Let's come over to the printer for a minute. Now, right now, I'm printing a document. Hey, hello, come on over here. Yeah. Now, let me come over and show you. Here's the printer itself. What's very unique about this printer is that it has a straight paper path. And, we just happen to be having a document coming up just like that. There's a document we're printing. This is a multi-page document, by the way, and I'm doing this for a reason. 6-page per minute engine. That's right, very, very fast. Out there on the market today, you can get a 4-page per minute printer engine for the same price. Why get something slower when you can have a fast printer just like this? 6-page per minute is approximately 50% faster than a 4-page per minute. Now, I was starting to explain to you the paper path. This is a straight paper path. The paper, which is up here, goes through it and comes right out. See that? Goes right from this feeder through the printer and out. Now, there's a lot of printers and copiers on the market that have a C path. So the paper comes into the machine, it goes around some little rollers, that's right, little rollers in and around and then out. Well, this is better. This is much, much better. Why? It decreases the chances, probability of you having a paper jam in the unit itself. You're not going to have a paper jam with this. Well, you know, it goes in and it comes out. Have you ever worked in an office area where a printer or a copy machine has gotten jammed with paper and nobody can figure out how to get it out? You have to wait till a technician comes for them to take care of that. Stops everything. Productivity stops. Okay, you don't want that to happen. You want to have a machine, a printer that actually will allow you to do the work you need to do quickly and efficiently, and this is the printer. Now look, we've been printing this document out. This page is still coming out. Let me see, how long have we printed now? How long have we been on? And I'll tell you, we've got about 11 pages already printed, high quality. And let me tell you something else, that you'll actually have greater flexibility of design because it includes 45 fonts. Also, you'll get sharper text and graphics because it comes with a microfine toner. Very, very important. All right, let's see. We're still printing nonstop. Do you hear it printing? I don't think so. It's quiet. It's a laser printer. Remember those old dot matrix printers, daisy wheel printers? Okay, very loud, very obnoxious. You couldn't relax with those things printing in the same room with you. No way. Probably not even in the same house. They're so loud. Well, listen to this one. Are you having a tough time hearing it? You should be, because it's not making any noise. None whatsoever. It's a Brother laser printer. 4 easy payments. $124.98. It's available on Easy Pay, and we are still printing. That's right. It's still printing. This is a long document. Boy, look at that. We've printed 18 pages already, 6 pages per minute engine. I think it's actually faster than that. I really do. Look at that. Great quality. Tremendous quality. Oh, there we go. We got a little close-up of that. This is the Brother laser printer, and just a reminder, it also comes with the ClickBook software with that, and that allows you to print 18 different formats. It's a business tool. You can print on envelopes, transparencies, laser label sheets, straight paper. That's right, just regular paper, save you a lot of money. And it also comes with a 1-year warranty. It's item number E8724. It's available on Easy Pay. We're still printing, and we've got, let's see, that's page 23. Come on, this is fast and it is quiet. Well, let us do a little review of the 2 products which we've featured so far in the show. First off was the Packard Bell. That's right, Packard Bell Intel Pentium 75 megahertz computer. Very, very fast. 1.2 gigabytes of memory on the hard drive. Wow, that is a lot of memory that you could store right there on the hard drive. Also, $1,800 worth of software, 30 titles preloaded on the hard drive, and then 11 different CD-ROMs. And as you can see right there, free Windows 95 upgrade. That's right, and that will cost you about $99.95 if you went to the store. Well, you'll get that included here also. And you'll get about 20 free hours on Prodigy, 10 free hours on CompuServe, 10 free hours on America Online. I recommend you get this right now to have in the home. This is a great computer to have. And don't worry about it becoming obsolete in the next several years. Will not happen. Item number E13118. It's from Packard Bell, the #1 selling retail brand for the last 4 years. Also on the show, we featured, don't forget, the Brother laser printer. Yes, we did. We had that a little while ago. and that is very, very fast. We're going to take a break now, I believe, and when we come back...
To answer all your questions absolutely free.
It's the end of the model year, and that means it's now or never at your Dodge dealer. Want low 1.9% financing on a 95 Dodge Neon? It's now or never. Or how about a 95 Caravan with up to 18